Hello, hello, my beautiful loves. Welcome to your Transmutation spell, Harvest of Dreams. You can literally use this spell for anything. Sorry for my attire. I'm cold. My office area gets really cold in here. Have my heater on, but I'm still freezing. It's getting cold where I'm at. But we're gonna jump into this transmutation spell. This spell can be literally used for anything. Literally taking one thing that you just don't really vibe with, you don't like, that has hurt you, caused heartbreak, pain of some sort. It could be even gossip. You can't really stop people from mentioning your name, but you can take that energy and transmute it into something else. So this can be done with gossip, with mistreatment, with jealousy. Whenever this person has a jealous thought or an action that's out of jealousy, you're gonna become more beautiful. Your bank account is gonna become more full. So you can literally take whatever the non-desire and turn it into a desire, okay, of yours, into a desire that is physically manifesting, internally manifesting. Like, say that somebody has jealous eye for you, so every time they look at you and have a jealous thought, you heal more within you. You become more beautiful. You get paid. Every time this person speaks your name and they gossip or lies about you or twists the truth, every time they do that, like, curse their mouth in a way that it benefits you. So we're gonna move along. Now, the first step of this spell, the first step of this spell is to write out the two energies that you're going to be working with. So I do suggest that you sit down and you write out whatever it is that the energy that you're taking and that you're going to harvest its energy and turn it into something else. So you should take some time. The first couple of times that I have done this spell, I did like a long piece of paper, okay? If you have a short paragraph, then that's fine. It doesn't have to be super long, but you want to just do this writing exercise, this practice, to start generating the energy within you. You want to feel the pain, you want to feel the heartbreak, you want to feel the anger, the irritation, the annoyance. You want to get into your feelings because you are the container. And we're using all of this, but it's going to happen all within you. The power lies in your emotion, okay? In you tapping into that energy and feeling that it's making a energetic change within you. It has power. So we're grabbing onto that power as we're writing it out. Now, once you write out your mistreatment, your heartbreak, you kind of want to go into detail as much as you can, as much as your emotions allow you. Sometimes you're irritated and you just want to write it down, gossip. When this bitch mentions my name, okay? That too holds power, but it's more about how you're feeling. Once you're done with that, you're going to want to take the candle, take your black candle, and you're going to roll it and wrap it up around your black candle, and you're going to sit it down, okay? Away, put it somewhere, okay? Now next, you're going to write out, it could be a page, it could be a simple word, it can be just money, beauty, or you can go into detail. I do suggest with this part of the spell, you take some time to get into the emotion, especially if this person has really done some shit to you, okay? Or that this situation has caused a lot of pain, a lot of discomfort for you. I do suggest that you sit in that emotion, whatever that emotion is. Like I said, if it's irritation, then sit in it. We don't like to sit too long in that, right? So this is more intuitively, emotionally flowing, right? But once you have done that, you're gonna do the same with your green candle and writing out your your manifestation that's coming in that you are going to manifest with that energy. Okay, so again, it could be a paragraph or it could be something short. And when you are done, you're gonna want to roll that up again and sit it somewhere else too. You know, if it's for money, set it in your money bowl to sit there with it, right? This is charging the candles. This is one way that you can charge your candles, is wrapping your petitions, your writings around that particular candle, okay? And then you're gonna set it aside. Now with that part of the spell, you're gonna wanna take breaks in between each writing practice, okay, or, session. When you are writing out your mistreatment, your heartbreak, the pain that you're going to be pulling from, that you're harvesting that energy from that situation or from that person or whatever, you are going to want to take a moment to ground yourself back into the present moment, okay? You can go off and do something, or you can take a couple minutes to clear your energy, ground yourself into the present moment with controlled breathing before moving on to the green candle and writing out what you are gonna get from this, right? And when you're writing out what you're gonna get from this is time to shift gears, shift emotional gears into feeling happy, feeling grateful, gratitude. I can't stress it enough to feel gratitude while you're writing out, I'm in a brand new car. And you want to write it as if you already are living it, okay? And I don't think I need to explain why. Our brain cannot really process past, present, and future, okay? So if you write something in present tense, your brain and your emotions are going to feel that you actually really have it, which helps with manifesting. So get into the feelings of joy and bliss and gratitude and happiness, and just really feel what it would feel like to have a brand new car, to have that house, to have, the beauty goals that you're seeking, the relationship that you're seeking. Like, really put yourself in that body, put yourself in that life, in that lifestyle, in that mindset, okay? And drop into those emotions, okay? Especially gratitude. I cannot stress how powerful gratitude is when it comes to manifesting something that you want or need, okay, or desire. So you want to take breaks in between those two kind of like steps, okay? Because it's like shifting gears. It's also psychologically like triggering you into kind of pairing these two situations together. It's okay, like when someone breaks your heart or mistreats you and you move on, you choose you create boundaries. But it's even better when you could say, wow, that person did that to me, but then I manifested a car. That person did that to me, but my bank account is full. That person talked shit on me, but I'm paid and I'm beautiful. It's just, it hits different. Life hits different when things happen like that. So that part of the exercise is really kind of pairing those two situations, something of the past or maybe even presently that's happening, to something that is yet to be manifested. You're kind of telling your biology, your emotional biology, mental biology that, these things are together. They're kind of the same thing. This is what this writing exercise does. And know that when you do this already, the shift is happening. Okay, like, I mentioned before, you are the vessel and everything is happening within you. Okay, like we have all these things that we're working with, the candles, the herbs, the oils, or whatever, but you are the container. Everything goes in you. Even though you feel like externally you're working with things here and you're doing a lot of things externally, it's all makeshifting and creating and mixing within you, okay? So know that the transmutation process has started, especially when you finish doing the writing exercise, okay? So now we've set our candles aside to charge. You wanna really choose a day that is intuitively best for you to do this transmutation spell. Spells There are quick spells, and then there are spells that are like extensive, you know, in that we have a lot of steps. We do a lot of different things within the spell. And there's also spells that take days, takes months. Now, that is really up to you. I think there's power preparing, leading up to the day that the energies begin to mix and mingle, okay? And know that even like, say you're like, okay, you know what? Sunday seems like a good day that I'm going to set aside time. That's sacrifice. Whenever we are doing witchcraft, when we're working with our divine energy and God and everything around us, you know, it is a sacrifice. Our energy alone, our attention, our focus is a sacrifice. Us cutting time out of our day, out of our week, out of our month, you know, is a sacrifice. So it makes it more powerful. Okay, so I want you to choose a day that is, you know, going to be best. Maybe it's on a full moon. I can say, hey, do it on a full moon, do it on a new moon, but your birth chart is different than mine. It's different from the last person and the next person. So, you know, you want to move with your own energy. So pick a day that's going to be best for you. Maybe for your birthday, you know, that'll be a great day, you know, to do a transmutation spell. But choose a day that's going to be best for you. Now, in the meantime, you're going to get your herbs together. Like, you know, there's power in preparing something, getting ready to do something big. And I have found that when I do this, in fact, I don't really do a lot of quick spells, you know, I might, but I really just ask my guides, what should I do? You know, and most of the time it's not being in that fearful state and rushing to the cabinets and, you know, pulling out herbs and candles and, you know, doing something all quick and fast. I think there's power in preparation. So in the meantime, you're going to collect your, you know, your little solution, your little herbs. Okay. So the herbs that I have included was rosemary and lemon zest, and cinnamon. So you can use those. You can also use other things of manifestation in this spell. I would really suggest doing things that are pulling things, you know, lemon zest and rosemary and cinnamon are great for manifestation. That's why I put it in the ingredients list. But say that it's for love. Add something to love. Add some roses. Add a love oil to this. I will be using a manifestation oil, but you can get your herbs and your oils ready for this spell, okay? If you are going to be using lemon zest, just zest it up, set it aside so that it can dry out. You can also prep your white candle, your white protective candle that you want to light before you go into the ceremony, okay? And then you're going to choose your day. Now, the day of, you're going to want to cleanse yourself. Make sure you check out the videos that come with this spell, okay? I believe it's connecting to your astral body, prepping your candle. There might be another one like protecting yourself, because before you go into this ritual, you want to put up your shield and protect your workings. Okay, so make sure you read the written instructions as well as watch all of the extra videos that I have gifted you guys to really be set for this spell and for future spell casting, okay? But once you have your day, you're going to want to cleanse yourself in a salt bath. Okay. Now, if you don't have salt, you can pray over your water and hop in that bitch and energetically cleanse yourself ready. You want to get ready for this spell. You want to really focus on acceptance. Okay. Accepting that whatever happened, however they are, that's how they are. Whatever's happened has happened. After you have cleansed yourself, you're going to want to go ahead and start your candle burning. Start getting into your candle magic. The first step is that you're going to want to set the tone, cleanse your area, light your candle, your protective candle that we have already prepped. And then you're going to want to go into ritual by putting up your shield, okay? watch that video if you haven't already to know how to do your shield. Okay, you want to cast a cloak of protection over you and your working. This will make your spells more powerful. Okay, you should be doing this with every spell or every ritual that you're doing. Casting a cloak of protection using your shield. Expand your shield over around your table, even the room, your house, while it goes down. Okay, so once that's done, now we're gonna prep our candles, okay, and put them together on the plate. You should have a plate that is specifically for transmutation. I suggest that. If not, because you are putting something on here that is not so good, so transmutation plate or the plate of your intention. If you're doing this for love, like you're wanting to manifest love or beauty or money, use the, plate or tray that you normally would use for those types of workings. But I would definitely suggest getting a plate that is specifically for transmutation spells and, energy work. Okay, so let's go ahead and plate our candles onto our little plate here, and also dress our candle with the oil. Like I said, I'll be using a manifestation oil with some extra herbs along with my rosemary, my cinnamon, and my lemon zest. Okay, so I have my black candle here already to the plate. And how you do this, if you don't know how, you want to kind of just light the bottom of the candle, have some wax fall onto your plate so that you can kind of stick it there and hold it there. You want it to be parallel to your black candle. So there we go. Now both candles are lit. I mean, not lit, but upright, standing, ready to be lit. Now, while your candles are like this is when I would light the protection candle. So we're gonna light the protection candle. Have it right here. There we go. It's already been, ooh, it went out. I don't think so. I don't think so. This protection candle does not want to light. Isn't that fucking crazy? And all right, I got this bitch lit. Like, it took some time, but we're here. Okay, like, I don't know what it is. And that's the funny thing about witchcraft, is that you'll see it, and then maybe it's just, the way that I fixed it. Maybe I had a lot of oil on it. I don't know. I've never really had that issue in the past, and I don't drench my candles, my 7-day candles, with oil. Okay, so that's the funny thing. You'll see that certain things will happen during spell casting and during ritual, and you'll see that counteracting of the other energy, okay, that you're working with. I find it interesting. They don't want me to transmute this energy because they don't want me to do it, but it's happening. So we have our protection candle lit. I have casted already a cloak of protection over this room before I even turned on the camera. So we're here, we're protected, and now we're gonna go into ritual with these 2 candles, and we're gonna light them. Okay, now you see how I have my herbs here. I did pull out some yellow roses that I've had during a very celebratory time. So I put this also in my mixture, as well as some herbal mix that I have for money manifestation. All right, so we are going to, these are going to get more voluptuous and beautiful with this spell. But so we have our candles. We're gonna light the black one first and really focus on that energy first. We're gonna do generate. Remember, you're the container, you're the vessel that holds this energy, okay? That they are either sending towards you or that they have already sent towards you that you've experienced. We're gonna tap into that energy and transform that energy into pure source energy to be manifested into whatever your desire is. Okay. Do you see? Do you see? And maybe it's just me, right? Maybe it's just me the way I'm doing things. Or it's happening, like it's going to happen. Okay? I'm telling you. Everything matters. Everything is connected. Let's go. This shit is going, like, you can't stop it. Now, I do recommend that we don't really do nothing with this candle, but work with it with our divine energy. So I'm not using any banishing oil. I'm not using any oil, any herbs with this. Okay. It's just been charged with the energy, okay, of what it was, okay, what happened and what is currently going on, and that's it. I don't recommend really using any banishing oils because we're not really trying to get rid of this energy. We're trying to use it. We're gonna use it, okay, to manifest. So we're not using any banishing oil to banish this away, okay? But here is the candle. It's lit now. It's on and popping, bitch. Okay, it's on and popping. By any means, I'ma get mine. Okay, I'm gonna get mine. All right, so the candle is lit. The next thing that you're gonna do with this black candle is that you're going to burn your paper. Okay, and as you burn your paper that goes with the black candle, you're going to see that situation in your mind break down into pure energy. So I like to give the visualization as you're thinking about it, and as you're thinking about it, it begins to form. You start to see an orb of light, like an orb of any kind of, colored light, and it breaking down and being poured into that orb. And you can see it, kind of visualize it with the flame. You can see it above the candle. You can just see it in your mind. You can do a short little meditation. But I leave you with that kind of visualization, that visual, for you to take into this spell. But you can do whatever your mind feels that is, that resonates with you. Okay, so you might see something totally different on how it breaks down into pure energy for us to harvest. But I want you to have something like phantom, tangible, phantom, object, like an orb of light, or it could be anything. I want you to see it within the candle, above the candle, next to the candle. Associate that image, that visual, with this black candle. Okay? So I'm going to go into visualization with my candle. Now for the next step, once you've really focused on your black candle and created that energy, that phantom energy that we're going to transmute, okay, we are going to light our candle. Now we're focusing on the green candle. It's very important that you work on the black candle first. Remember when I was talking about shifting emotional gears? This is also that. It's also, we want to work with the energy that's already there, right? And then the energy that is going to come. That's going to come from it, okay? So now we're going to light our green candle and we're going to talk to the flame. This is a very ancient technique that has worked wonders for me and for other people. Talking to your flame, pouring the energy into the candle by talking to the flame. We're gonna talk our heads off to this flame with what's to come. But of course, we're talking as if it has already happened, right? So I'm gonna do that. Go ahead and get into, this is the time where you can get real into your emotions, okay? Our emotions are so powerful. It is a powerful tool to use in manifestation. And you kind of want to do the same, but see it as an empty vessel that you are pouring into, okay? As you read. You can also just kind of work with that visual that your words are energy, right? And that energy is flowing out of your mouth, out of your hands, and into this empty vessel of a candle that's burning. Okay? Another visualization that you can also use is to see a cord in between these two. And that this green candle is getting bigger and more powerful as it sucks the energy out of this black candle. Okay? An invisible cord, and I think that is one of the visuals that I decided to use in the written. So make sure to read the written as well, okay? But you can play with those too. The empty vessel, which sometimes I do like to use, and you can play with them both or make up something different. But you kind of want to see that this green candle is pulling energy, sucking this energy dry, okay? So play with that visual as you connect with this candle. I was really working the energy into this candle, sucking this candle dry. I see a cord just there, okay, as it sucks it dry. Do you see how big this candle flame is? They're both pretty big. They're very powerful energies. So I'm seeing that, right? I'm seeing that energy, and as this candle begins to burn down, this candle will amplify the energy out as it continues to burn and burn down as well. Okay, so you saw me working the energy, working with that transmutation energy, right? And all that is like a psychological trigger that you're doing for yourself. So don't be afraid to get real whimsical and witchy with your energy, you know, and use your hands. There are conductors of energy, okay? Don't be afraid. Have fun with this shit, okay? Witchcraft is meant to be fun. Why are we doing it if it's not fun and interesting, right? So after that, you kind of want to just sit and fall into the energy of gratitude, right? You want to be grateful for this, that we're able to take this free energy. Thank you. Free energy. And if you can play with gratitude and thankful energy, I suggest to go there as well. Okay. Let me tell you, this spell that I'm doing right now is going to be super powerful. I already know. Okay. I already know it's going to be powerful. I just been feeling it. I'm feeling it. Okay. And like just all the weirdness that is happening, which is quite interesting and entertaining to me, you know. It only just proves on how powerful this is to me. It's interesting, all the weird shit that's happening, the technology shit that's happening as well, with this video and this spell, the energy. You know, when you are casting spells, doing energy work, you can really see that sometimes that spiritual energy will affect the physical, you know. It's really quite interesting and fun. But now that you have kind of like worked that energy into this candle, I want you to sit and, like I said, get into the energy of gratitude. If not for this black candle and the energy that we're working with, that being grateful for that energy, because now you're gonna, like, you know, you're gonna get paid. Now you're gonna become more beautiful. Now you're gonna lose that weight. Now you're gonna have bae come into your life, right? Be grateful for that, for this free energy. But I want you to also sit with the visualization of having this already, seeing yourself living it, living this lifestyle, living this experience. See yourself in that experience, okay? Living it, all right? And so sit in meditation for a while, in that visualization, in that life, like jump to that timeline mentally and see what it's going to be like. Remember to tap into the energy of joy and bliss and gratitude and happiness and excitement. Tap into how it will feel to have that, you know, that beauty, that money, that job, that new house, that new car, whatever you're trying to manifest, that healing, that you know, that healed heart, you know, that healed organ, whatever it is, you know. I don't know why I felt the need to say that, but tap into that energy of how it would feel, okay? Because it exists, you know, it exists. That timeline already exists. This is a perfect spell to help you jump to that timeline using somebody else's energy to jump to that timeline. Okay, so let's sit in meditation. Let's sit in meditation and think about that for a moment. Now, aftercare of the spell, once everything's done, you're like, okay, I did it. I'm just gonna let my candles burn down, right? Now, you already burned your other piece of paper, but with this one, I would definitely keep this in the physical. I would definitely keep it and put it somewhere, right? Put it somewhere on your altar, somewhere like a safekeeping. I like to hide mine, like, you know, intentionally where I can forget about it, you know, and eventually I'll come about it. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm living that now. I actually have that. I love that feeling. So that's one thing you could do, or you could set it on your altar, you know, put it in your manifestation journal. But with the candle wax, if there is candle wax left, which I kind of see that there might be a little bit with this black candle. I don't see much with my green candle. It's really burning real good. But what I like to do with my beautiful candles, right? My candles that I'm, you know, the positive energy, my manifestation candles, my love candles, you know, depending on the intention, I like to keep them and I like to add them to other spells. With my black candle, I'll probably flush it down the toilet or throw it in the garbage. Like, it really matters how you deal with it. It matters how you deal with things, you know, in witchcraft, in spell casting and ritual. It matters where, you know, like, for instance, like, you know, if this was something that I, like, to be honest, if this was something that I was banishing away, say this was a banishing ritual or spell, I would take it, either put it in the garbage, put it in the toilet, shit on it, you know, flush it down. There is a way that you can deal with things that make your spells and your rituals more powerful. So don't be afraid to get creative. Okay. So I like to, like I said, keep these, you know, for safekeeping. I don't know. I just like keeping the leftover candle wax. Sometimes I'll add them, especially my ancestor candles that I light like this, you know. If I have any candle wax, I save that candle wax and put it in my manifestation spells, my love spells that have my ancestors' energy in there. But yeah, just depend on how you want to deal with it, you know. I think with my last transmutation spell, I just threw it in the garbage. I was like, okay, it's dead, it's sucked dry, it's gone. Let me just put it in the garbage. Take it out with the trash. Okay, so make sure you dispose of your spell, but that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down below. Remember that this is unlisted. We can talk about it in the comments. Let me know down below, and I'll see you guys in the next spell. Peace.